out around the same time too, with Dom DeLuise, Gilda Radner, and Gene Wilder. I heard that this one wasn't very good. A lot of people didn't care for it. It wasn't that funny. But I'm like, I remember catching it a while ago on TV, and I enjoyed it. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. And I showed it to my mom. She's like, oh, cool. That might be fun. So I was like, all right. So that's on Honeymoon. Here's a movie I've been curious about since it's got Jonathan Silverman from Weekend at Bernie's, Helen Slater as Supergirl, Martin Landau. It's called 1201. It's got a good review. It's got a couple good reviews, and it has a good review on my Creature Features movie guide as well, and in the movie guide, other movie guide I have. So in every movie guide I have, 1201 has pretty good reviews. It's like a science fiction. It's like Groundhog Day, but with like basically tougher tone. It's a more of a action thriller like Groundhog Day. Jonathan Silverman keeps living the same day over and over again, and it's actually directed by Jack Shoulder, who did The Hidden. So I'm actually looking forward to this one. I mean, it might be a hidden gem in the rough, so to speak. Here's another one. It's a sequel. I don't mind. I have fun with it. Sue me. Mannequin 2 on the move. I have the first one over in Oklahoma. I have fun with this one. William Ragsdale does a pretty good job taking over for Andrew McCarthy. Christy Swanson is good. There's an example of like a sequel that takes totally different characters. You know, you don't need to have the same characters come back, and then there was no need for it. And they made a sequel that was efficiently funny and fun to watch. And sadly, Stuart Raffle, who's done a lot of good stuff. Sadly, this movie, the soundtrack was never released. There's a good song in this. I can't remember the name of it, but you know, you have Montreux. You know, it's nice to see Meshach Taylor, you know, reprise his role of Montrose and have a bigger role in it. But you know, the movie guy that I've seen telling us that this is better than the first one. I don't know what you're smoking. The first one's a classic, and Mannequin 2 is still fun, but you know, the first one's better. Here's Weekend at Bernie's, classic movie. Only these two guys, Jonathan Silverman and Andrew McCarthy, can make such a stupid idea for a movie, entertaining, fun, and just a laugh riot. It's a dumb idea. I'm gonna be completely honest. It's a dumb, lame-brained idea, but they pull it off so great. And so does the guy who plays the dead guy in the middle, Terry Kaiser. Words can't express how much fun watching Weekend at Bernie's is. Here's Everybody's All-American with Dennis Quaid and Jessica Lange. You having deja vu with this one? I had it before. In fact, I still have it in Oklahoma, but the VHS I have has a problem with the plastic here. It's cracked. And whenever I put it in the player, it makes this really weird whining noise. So, nice to get this one again. I've been curious about it. I love Dennis Quaid as an actor, and this is a movie I've heard that showcases his acting talents really well. He goes from young to middle-aged to old, and I'm curious about it. Here's a classic movie, The Black Stallion, with Mickey Rooney, and you know, I haven't seen it in years, but I caught it on the Disney Channel as a kid, and I always liked it, and thought I'd pick it up. I mean, it's a kids movie, but I remember having great fun with it. I remember having great photography in it, a great score. Black Stallion is a film that, you know, childhood favorite, I guess, and revisited it. Another childhood favorite of mine is Flight of the Navigator, and I have it on VHS as well in Oklahoma, but I don't have the original release. See, that's how you find out it's original release. Mine doesn't have that in Oklahoma. So it's the original release, which is cool. There's no trailers in front of it, but I love this movie to death. I made a music video for it. Since I got the movie again, I'll probably watch it again and review it. So you'll see this VHS again probably pretty soon. So I love Flight of the Navigator. Great effects, great visuals, great story. Here's Rob Roy with William Neeson and Jessica Lange. Haven't seen it yet. All the good reviews in the back. Made me want to see it. I heard had a great performance by the villains. Played by Brian Cox and Tim Roth. So, and I like Liam Neeson. So, Rob Roy. Here's another fucking classic movie, The Outsiders. Just, you know, don't need to say anything else about The Outsiders. Kick-ass cast. Patrick Swayze, may rest in peace. You know, Matt Dillon, Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise, C. Thomas Howell, Emilio Estevez. You know, you got Leif Garrett, Diane Lane, Ralph Macchio. It's an awesome movie. Here's another movie that I think is sort of overlooked and underrated. Not very many people talk about it that much. When I first saw it, I liked it a lot. I thought Jeff Bridges delivered an extremely disturbing, creepy-ass performance. What we're talking about is The Vanishing with Kiefer Sutherland, Nancy Travis, and Jeff Bridges. And it's a remake of the foreign film where this, you know, psychopath, you know, the first one is the most iconic image is some guy getting buried alive at the end, and I remember liking this. A lot of people had a problem with it. I guess reviewers said it focused too much on Jeff Bridges and his psychopathic tendencies and what he was doing, and I was like, I like that about it, though. I thought it was really meant to showing more of the psycho, showing more of him and less of the other people, and showing more of what this psychopath does. Get inside his head. Here's one I watched recently called Year of the Comet with Tim Daly, Penelope Ann Miller. She looks like Sigourney Weaver in this, right there. You can't tell me that. She looks almost exactly like Sigourney Weaver in this picture. So you can't tell me. You can understand why when I picked this up, I'm like, is Sigourney Weaver? No, it's Penelope Ann Miller. This is a weird movie. You got Louis Jordan, who was screwing around with genetics again, like he did in Return of the Swamp Thing. I don't know. There are moments in this film that work, but there are other moments that just don't work at all. The climax is just lackluster. I'll talk more about this later, but it says Romancing the Stone of the 90s. Not really. It's a half-assed attempt. Definitely shows low budget. But Tim Daly is one of the main reasons to see this. I mean, I've always had Tim Daly as an actor. Good in Wings, a TV series. I have a guilty pleasure of his role in Dr. Jekyll and Miss Hyde. Don't ask me why. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Guilty pleasure. I thought he did a great comedic performance in it, but that's why. And Penelope Ann Miller, Penelope Miller was alright in it. The suspense just wasn't there. Like, you had Romance of the Stone. Had moments where it could be great, and it just doesn't do it. And the whole idea is trying to get this bottle of wine or something, a super rare bottle. I don't know. It was, Here's another movie classic. One of my favorite Tom Selleck performances. I think right up next to Runaway is Quigley Down Under. Great Western. Simon Windsor does it again. He did that with, Lonesome Dove, the TV miniseries. And just a wonderful, great film. Great performances all around. Alan Rickman does a great job. If you didn't think Alan Rickman was a good enough villain in Robin and Prince of Thieves, he was a lot better in this one. So, yeah. Quigley Down Under. Name of the Rose with Sean Connery and Marie Abraham. And I believe that's a young Christian Slater. And yeah, I think that is Christian Slater. Christian Slater's in this. Michael Lonsdale. It's based on the novel, but music by James Horner. Basically what this movie is like, and there's a novel that I haven't picked up yet. But basically what this movie is like British. It's like a Middle Ages Sherlock Holmes. If you like the Sherlock Holmes type deduction, figuring out who killed who or whatever, I think Sean Connery does a great job in this movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember liking Sean Connery's performance. I grew up with my grandmother. We watched Jeremy Brett do a Sherlock Holmes, TV series. So, Sean Connery was good in this one, in my opinion. Here's awesome, hilarious awesomeness with Mr. Science Theater 3000. Mitchell! Watch out where you point that thing. I love pulling my gun in when I go into my apartment. It scares my cats half to death. I can't imagine why Mitchell 2 never came out. I don't know. I had so much fun with this. I always have fun with these guys. Why are the DVDs so flippin' expensive? There's only 4 episodes on these DVDs, and they're $59.99. If you want to charge me that much, Rhino, put like an entire season on the disc, in there. Probably got to get the rights or something, but it's unexcusable. Put the effort into getting the rights for these crappy movies, and put all seasons.